Well then, now I want to create just an HTTP client first, some kind of helper class, so we can easily just get and post HTTP requests and get response synchronously. So we can, like in the UI, we can show a progress bar or the spinner, and then in the background we will do very simple things like, okay, get the list of new or the hot lists, and we can just do it procedurally and like show that. Oh right, actually UI thread is kind of different. Well, never mind, we will get to that. Just actually organize these things. Let's see, let's make shortcuts here. Okay, well, time lapse starts probably from here, and I'm going to just shut up now. And here I mute my microphone, and I will never remember to actually re-enable it. But basically, first we will figure out how to use HTTP on Android. And we'll have a look at how the Reddit API works, and we read the rules so that we don't get immediately banned from the API. Oh yeah, and I had to add the timecode in post and then time lapse this because I forgot to add or enable the application I made for tracking the time. So we created the class Reddit client, and we will try and create something which can get a URL from Reddit. And I'm trying to learn to use a US keyboard, so that's what that was. I actually typo like hell here, because I usually use Finnish keyboard. Now and here I want to figure out how to create the user agent string which is sent to the server to identify which kind of client is connecting. I'm figuring out how to create this programmatically from the package name and the current version. Because I switch so much between different programming languages, I just can never remember how each language handles the string formatting. So here I'm, right. In Java it was like numbered. In Java it was like numbered parameters, and those will be replaced. Nope. It's almost like in C. Can't remember what language what it was that uses those 1, 2, 3. Was it C# maybe? Whatever. I had no clue what I'm doing here. But it's part of the process to research how things work. Right, it was just the interface. And here I'm trying to explain something, but I forgot to unmute my mic, so whatever. Yeah, I'm just explaining how I assume how the API works. Which I can, of course, now say that, yeah, I was like 100% correct. It works exactly as I described there. Yep. And then I forgot to minimize my picture. That's stupid. And then how to get the content of the requests. Nope, no idea. Totally dumbfounded here. And when everything else fails, just Google for an example. You can see me typoing all the special characters all the time. That's because I'm using the US keyboard, or trying to learn to use an US keyboard. Yeah, I suppose it's UTF-8. Let's hope it is. And now we will add just a button and a text box there. So we have something to activate the thing, and then something to show the resulting text in. And here we actually get the objects for the button and the text fields. And then I remember that there's a way to add the onClick method through the XML, but I just cannot remember how. And it's actually a bit weird, doing something weird in the properties editor, because I see edit text fields for the button. It's kind of odd, or text view things. And we will just add that function to the activity. Create an instance of the clients. Okay, and of course it crashed. And because I'm a dumbass, I didn't realize that it's crashed. It's in the debugger. There we go. Good boy. And then we find the logget and start analyzing what happened. And by running the application all the way to crashing, you can actually get the stack dump. I mean the content of the exception, like here. Okay, and I will figure out. Let's see what was the problem here. Right. Our formatter is not working because I'm using the style from some other programming language. So there we go. That fixed. Or that is fixed. Okay, another crash. Why? Oh, I didn't. You always need to create call the super classes methods of some Android things. Okay, hooray! We have a UI finally. But something weird is still happening. Oh, sorry, I'm eating my breakfast here. Okay, so here I failed something with the onTest click. I think it was private or protected and it was supposed to be public, I think. I could not find method onTest. Yeah. Okay, and here I realized that the Android HTTP client is designed so that it will try really hard to prevent you from doing stupid things like doing the requests in the UI thread, which we are doing now. It will also prevent you from creating it in just regular threads. Apparently, it has to be done on something else like concurrent activity or something, but we will get to that later. Now I'm just creating some horrendous hack so we can at least test the HTTP clients. this like never do anything like this. Well, okay, it's fine while developing, but like never put code like this in production. Like even if you're on a huge or very bad deadline or something, please never do this. Like create some horrible hack just to get something working quickly and then put it in production. It is going to bite you in the ass in the future. And Jesus Christ, I'm even using sleep here. So what that thing does, it creates a thread and runs the HTTP request on that, and then in the UI thread it will sleep until it has got something in the return string. That's like most horrible piece of crap ever. And that doesn't even work. Thankfully, the Android system is clever enough to prevent us from doing that. So I can't even remember. Let's see, what did I do to hack around this? Okay, so basically we will abandon the Android HTTP client and write it with the normal Apache default HTTP client. Ah, there we go. It's actually working now. Hooray. So here we got the JSON data from Reddit, and the HTTP client works. But it works just barely. It's not pretty.